What happens if you eat 100 burgers in one day? Well, besides the fact that your stomach will likely sue you for cruel treatment, this seems like another genius idea from TikTok that ends with a doctor's visit. But if we break it down scientifically, the situation becomes delightfully awful. After all, the main question isn't, will I burst? The real question is, which part of your biology will raise the white flag first? Your esophagus, which will realize that you hate it? Your stomach, which will decide it's now a warehouse? Or your fluid balance, which will simply move to another country? And oddly enough, the first thing you feel won't be a surge of energy from carbs. Let's not complicate this mathematics of pain. Let's take a standard, innocent, fast food cheeseburger as the base model for torment. One such burger is roughly 300 calories, 720 milligrams of sodium, 13 grams of fat, 6 grams of saturated fat. Now multiply this love by 100. As a result, we get 30,000 calories. This isn't lunch, it's the caloric budget of a small municipality. 72,000 milligrams of sodium. Your body will stop processing water and start hoarding it, like a prepper before the apocalypse. And about 600 grams of saturated fat. Your arteries won't clog instantly. They will simply look at you with deep, deep disappointment. This isn't just a lot of food. This is carpet bombing your organism with volume, salt, fat, and calories simultaneously. Most people, upon hearing 100 burgers, immediately imagine a heart attack. The first battle will start much lower, in the stomach. The stomach is an amazing organ. It's elastic. But it's not designed to digest a slag heap of fatty, salty, heavy food in one sitting. Normally, food enters the stomach, everything is neatly mixed, and over time it's slowly sent further down. But now, at some point, the burgers stop feeling like food and begin to be perceived as a physical burden inside your body. You feel pressure. Fullness turns into discomfort. Discomfort turns into heaviness. Your stomach stretches. It doesn't just stretch, it serves an eviction notice to all previous burgers. Heaviness can escalate to nausea. This means the first thing you likely notice won't be some dramatic movie moment. Everything will be much more mundane and painful. You will feel a terrible, painful fullness, like you swallowed a kettlebell. The organism will protest, and it will protest very predictably. You might feel bloating, your body will inflate like a blimp, nausea. Your brain will begin to doubt your IQ, burping, hello, previous 10 burgers. And finally, a strong, vital desire to immediately stop eating. Eating too much heavy food doesn't just make you more full, it makes you feel sick. The irony of comfort food is that in excess it becomes an instrument of torture. So burger number 5 and burger number 50 are completely different experiences. At first you're eating food. Later you're fighting your own body. And most likely your body will win this fight in the simplest way, vomiting. But here's what no one thinks about first, sodium. Because 100 burgers aren't just a calorie bomb, it's a salt bomb. It's an archaeological excavation of an ancient salt mine. Sodium changes how your body manages water. When sodium levels become extreme, the body tends to retain water. It needs to dilute all that salt. Because of this, you might feel extreme thirst, puffiness, bloating, swelling. You'll start feeling strangely heavy. This is one of the biggest twists in this entire scenario. People expect fat to be the main villain, classic. But in the short term, it's salt and water retention that is one of the first reasons your body feels completely destroyed. Of course, this doesn't mean fat doesn't matter. Oh, it absolutely does. Fat makes a huge portion of food seem even heavier, and it's harder to process. Your stomach works slower than the bureaucratic line at the DMV on a Friday evening, and here we come to the main ironic conclusion. The myth everyone believes. In this challenge, only calories matter. Calories matter, but calories aren't the whole story. So, what's the bottom line? If by some miracle you haven't had emergency services rappelling through your window by the 50th burger, congratulations. You've officially become a biological mystery. Tomorrow morning you won't wake up as an internet hero. You'll wake up as a sentient sponge. Thanks to those 72 grams of salt, your face is going to look exactly like that fluffy sesame seed bun. Your body will be clutching onto water so desperately that you'll literally sizzle and slosh when you walk. Inside, your organs will be holding a crisis summit. Your kidneys will be in shell shock. Your stomach will go on an indefinite strike, and your brain will slowly realize that your cheat meal has spiraled into a tactical disaster. This isn't a grand achievement, nor is it a death sentence. It's just the most expensive and elaborate way to turn yourself into a heavy, salty, immobile object for the next 48 hours. It's your personal Groundhog Day, except instead of a groundhog, there's just a greasy patty. So what actually happens if you eat 100 burgers in a single day? Most likely you'll just discover the absolute limit of your elasticity and realize that salt isn't just a seasoning. It's a way to transform yourself into a human pickle. Your body is a resilient machine, but it also has a sense of self-respect, and 100 burgers is exactly where that dignity ends, and the pure, unfiltered physics of an overloaded conveyor belt begins. The verdict: 1 burger is delicious. 100 burgers is a great way to make your internal organs apply for asylum in another country with no return ticket. So next time you see a party platter for 100 people on the menu, remember, the word people is there for a reason.